Let's have a look at some of the main settings for your numbers. From the home page, you can click on Main Settings. Once here, make sure you select the appropriate line number that you want to make changes on. You'll see a few different settings here, such as the description you'd like for your line, the administrative PIN, the operator extension, which is the extension that calls will default to generally if they don't push a button, whether or not you want the auto attendant on, whether or not you want to accept calls from payphones, the incoming caller ID, which you can set to blocked, show the caller ID, show your own phone number, or the caller ID with a 1 or a 0 prefixed in front of it. For your outbound calls, you can also set your toll-free number, or your local phone number, or your name and your number. Your extension length is how long you'd like the extension numbers to be, such as 3 digits for extensions 501, 502, or if you'd like 4 or 5-digit extensions, that's okay too. Maximum tries is how many attempts the auto attendant will make to listen for the caller to push in his extension before transferring it to the operator. Lastly, the termination digit, so that if you'd like to get to extension 501, say, very quickly you can push 501 pound. Now let's have a look at some of the advanced settings that you can set up for your toll-free or your local number. Click on Advanced Settings here. Again, make sure the appropriate line number is selected. And you can see some incoming rules that have been set up. These rules are applied in ascending order, as it says, and basically it sets up how your callers will be treated whenever they call your number. So for instance, customize rule number 1 says that if it's a holiday or vacation, and whoever calls, send them to the holiday or vacation's greeting. The second rule, if that doesn't apply, says that whenever it's office hours, and from everyone, send them to the office hours greeting. Lastly, if it's not office hours, and it's not holiday or vacation, and from anyone or everyone, play the greeting after hours. You can customize these rules and delete them like this, add a new one, or change the rule priority up or down. For instance, if we wanted to make this one go down, we can click that, and now that it's under the office hours. If you wanted to delete it completely, you can click delete and delete it. And let's just say you wanted to add a new one. We can choose the schedule that we want it to check, or we could say all times, who we want this to apply to, whether it's everyone or whether or not we've set up a key caller group, which menu to go to, and the option. In this case, because we've selected no menu, you can choose to hang up, dial a specific number, or forward to an extension. Let's go ahead and choose a menu here, and save it. As we mentioned, or as you can see, in each of those rules, they depend on certain schedules, certain caller groups, like everyone, if there is no caller group applied, and certain greetings. To get to those, come over here to the right side, and you can see for each of those, you can customize them. Let's have a look at the schedules. Let's say, for instance, you want to customize your office hour schedule. Go ahead and click Customize. And you can see that you have the ability to not just change your weekly schedule, as in what to do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you can also set certain yearly schedules. Like say for instance, on the 25th of December every year you want to play the holiday greeting. Certain date ranges based on the preceding day or based on the preceding day. Let's go back to weekly here. And let's say we'd like to make a change to Monday. Right now, Monday, our schedule is open 24 hours a day. So let's delete that. Now, let's go ahead and add Monday with our new schedule timings. Let's say 9 to 5. And now Monday's been added into our schedule. When you're all done, click the X. Now let's have a look at caller groups. Let's say, for instance, you have certain people you'd like to bypass the main auto attendant. You can accomplish that with a caller group. Again, make sure you select the proper line number, and then add a new caller group. Let's call this group Key Customers. Now we can go ahead and customize that group. We can add specific phone numbers or specific area codes. In this case, let's go ahead and put in one specific phone number. And let's add one more. If you need to remove any, you can go ahead and click them and remove that caller ID. In this case, though, we've created this key customer caller group. I'll show you how we can make use of that key customer caller group in just a moment. Let's go back and look at the greetings again. Here we have several greetings that we customized during the wizard setup. Let's say we want to add a new greeting. This greeting will apply only to our key customers. There it is. And again, we have the ability to listen to it, or we can go ahead and customize it just like we did with our other greetings by recording over the phone, by ordering one from our studio, or uploading one yourself in WAV format. So let's go back and create a rule that makes use of our new greeting and our caller group and our schedule. Let's delete this rule and create a new rule that says, based on our office hour schedule that we just made, and if they're calling from our key customer group, go to the key customer greeting. And there it is. There's a few more things here that we can look at under the main settings. We have the ability to block numbers. If there's certain area codes or telephone numbers that you need to block, you can go ahead and put that here. Let's say we want to block the 713 area code. We can go ahead and do that. Now when you're ready to unblock them, go ahead and click the checkbox and delete. Again, we have access here to our welcome greetings. And lastly, we have an address book, where you can go ahead and add some contacts if you'd like. So as you can see, there's quite a lot you can do in main settings. Our system allows you to pretty much set up your PBX and your phones exactly how you'd like them.